First, it was your stove. Now the White House climate agenda is targeting your washing machine.
Critics say President Biden's new energy plan would make each washing cycle take longer, make detergent more expensive, and leave clothes dirtier because they use less water.
Sounds like a great alternative. Jeff Flock from our sister network, Fox Business, is doing laundry by Elkins Park, nice. Pennsylvania right now.
He's got a bunch of quarters.
Get those dirty clothes clean while you can.
Right. Use 2 Poland Spring bottles. That's it.
What's up, everybody? Major retired Richard Ojeda here, and Fox News hosts are airing their dirty laundry in public and comparing notes as to whose clothes stink the worst. Kilmeade, Ducey, and Earnhardt started off their crackpot show gaslighting their audience with a blistering barrage of mildewed talking points, stained and rank.
I thought I had a high-efficiency machine. In fact, that's what they call this thing. It's an LG machine, but apparently, according to the Energy Department, it could be even more efficient if it uses less water and less detergent. Not sure how that works, but here's the proposal from the Energy Department. Here's what they said about it. They said this proposal builds on the more than 110 actions the Biden-Harris administration took in 2022 to strengthen energy efficiency standards and save the family at least $100 a year.
Ainsley Earnhardt started paddling her boat towards Conspiracy Falls with a one-liner about Democrats coming for your gas stove first. Now it's your washing machines that they're after.
Washer manufacturers say the savings in energy would be minimal and the clothes might just not be all that clean. The Energy Department itself admits that it's going to cost the companies maybe $700 million to make this switch over to these new machines. And we talked to the head of the Association of Home Appliance Manufacturers, who told us the machines themselves are going to be a whole lot more expensive. Here's how much.
The estimates are $150 per unit. And that's our biggest concern. Not only are consumers going to have to pay more for their washing machine, but some of the features that they desire and love are going to be impacted. So they may be paying more for a product that's really performing less well for them and has less of the features that they've been accustomed to.
Ducey decided to ride the spin cycle and say that President Biden's new energy plan would make each washing cycle take longer, make detergent more expensive, and leave clothes dirtier because they use less water, thus making your clothes stink.
There was outrage with the gas ovens. Will there be equal outrage, from what you could tell in your expertise, if they do this thing with water?
Well, you know, here's the deal. I do have a gas oven, speaking of which.
Oh, now we get to see
It's
the
a tour of
house.
your house.
Hey, come on with me here.
Oh, you need
This
a
is
good
my
vent
gas
there.
oven. This is my gas stove.
Okay.
I love gas. I think that's wonderful. But you know, here, I'll just leave you with one thing. Remember when they changed the toilets and they didn't flush as well?
Right, less water.
We did eventually get used to that. We eventually got used to that. So I don't know. Who knows, you know? It's the next generation to figure out. I'll be dead soon.
The three jackaloons tried to portray a fearful scenario of underperforming washing machines and stinky clothes. If you didn't look into it and took the Three Stooges' word for it, you'd think that Joe Biden was coming for your washing machine. Right-wingers have tried to portray the Biden administration as waging a war on household appliances like toasters, but experts in the energy field say that standards proposed by the Biden administration are long overdue and could produce huge savings for customers. The proposals address what the administration called a vast backlog of outdated energy efficiency standards, and to remedy the rollbacks and procedural roadblocks left by the prior administration. The other important information that these three jackaloons left out is that the proposals wouldn't go into effect until 2027. So why are they kicking up such a stink about it? It's for ratings. Fox is not a legitimate news source, and for them to be pushing another conspiracy in the shadows of a $1.6 billion defamation lawsuit is dumbfounding. Leaving out a portion of the truth to push a non-existent crisis is what Fox does best. The big rub is that appliance companies would have to invest about $2 billion over the next 3 years to update product designs and manufacturing lines to comply with the new standards. The 2027 effective date will give time to these manufacturers to update their line. This crisis has been manufactured by Fox. No amount of soap could clean up their lies either. If these clowns like Steve Ducey's clothes stink, it's probably because the clowns haven't cleaned their own clothes in quite some time. Kilmeade, Ducey, and Earnhardt are pathetic excuses for journalists. Fox is a sideshow, and that's an absolute fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.